An art form made up of blocks arranged in a grid-like pattern is widely used today, even though it has recently grown in size. It is a long-standing art form. This art form started off as the result of the weaker hardwares of the 1980s and 70s, but more recently, it is more commonly used due to its easy production cycle. This, paired up with the 4 steps shown in this article, can allow the creation of art. Those 4 steps consist of using a correct palette, unique patterns, readable silhouettes, and having a unique style. This can make or break an art piece. Thus, they carry high importance in the field of pixel art and shouldn't be overlooked. Coloring in pixel art is a major part in aesthetics of a piece. A weird clump of colors can be turned into a harmonic artwork due to it. As a result, there are 2 rules of thumbs, with one of them being using color saturation properly, while the other is using consistent colors. Color saturation is very important, as human eyes perceive more saturated colors as more vibrant and eye-catching. This is great for some circumstances, but if everything is saturated, it becomes hard to read the image. This is due to everything being eye-catching. For when creating a pixel art piece, generally try to keep the background elements less saturated, while foreground elements and points of interest more saturated in color. This, paired up with the correct and consistent colors, can do wonders when making art. Correct and consistent colors are colors that are enjoyable to look at and appealing. It can be easy for humans to pick enjoyable colors, but there are some tools to help make it easier. They are color wheels found in sites like Canva, Adobe Color, and they have presets such as triads, complementary colors, and monochromatic color schemes. There are also other sites such as Lowspec who already have a compiled list of color palettes. These colors can help you create a great piece. Thus, colors should be kept in mind when making artworks, as they are very significant as they allow images to be readable and look nice. Pixel art is often created for the use in tilemaps. Tilemaps consist of tiny repeatable tiles that can be used in construction of a piece. They're widely used in game development as they're easy for our algorithms to process them and for people to create. It can be seen in retro games such as the original Pokemon Red and Blue. The hardware when the games got released wasn't enough to render crisp images. As a result, the game was constructed of small 8x8 tiles, which allowed efficient use of the hardware as well as it was easier to create. Thus, knowing how to create them is important in pixel art. They can be learned in 3 steps, which are blocking out a shape, using repeatable patterns, and finally detailing it. Blocking out shapes in a tile map is very important as it allows humans to perfect the shape before adding detail. This allows a faster production of that individual tile as it doesn't require tinkering with the shape at the end of the process. Now skip forward to the end when the process has been completed. It's time to create rough repeatable shapes and begin overlaying them on your image. This allows to maintain consistency in that individual tile, as well as it allows to work nicely with the other tiles. Now the final step is adding shadows, which add depth to your image. As a result, following these steps can create an easy workflow. Therefore, tile maps are an important part of creating pixel art. Silhouettes, a solid shape representing a character or animal, is very important. This is due to how it allows the viewer to instantly realize the character from the shape. This can be seen in games such as Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a story-rich, multiplayer, class-based shooter consisting of 9 major classes. These major classes are really different from each other, and they look and have different silhouettes. This can be seen when we compare 2 classes such as Heavy Weapons Guy and Spy. Heavy is a class which is slow and can take a lot of damage like a tank. As a result, his silhouette is very bottom heavy and tends to have small legs. This when compared to Spy, who's very thin, has a sleek body and is fast. It is evident that it is easy to distinguish which silhouette is which. This is one of the powers of a properly designed silhouette. Thus, silhouettes are a major part in character design and try to keep them varied when making pixel art in order to make it easier to distinguish which is which. Well, that kind of concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to go over like the bare minimum that you need to know to do pixel art as a programmer, and I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I've got a Twitch, and bye.